After our series on the 3 keys to finding your big breakthrough, I thought you'd appreciate me sharing one critical marketing idea with you. Here's the problem with most small to mid-sized businesses, is that they are mostly tactical. One of the biggest reasons most businesses don't scale into a sustainable and predictable wealth creation machine is they simply go from executing tactic after tactic after tactic and hoping that something works. And some do, but not for long. So they are on a constant, never-ending treadmill, always on the verge of collapse. Instead, you want to run your business off of strategies, not tactics. I'll give you an example to explain the difference between the two. A friend of mine had an online store that sold heart monitors. That's it, just heart monitors. He had a URL of something like heartmonitors.com or something. And if I'm remembering that correctly, it was years back. We were having lunch together in San Diego one day, and I was asking him how his business was going. Not as good as I hoped, he said. Why is that, I asked. Then he explained how he had just run an expensive ad in Competitor magazine that cost $50,000. He sold $40,000 worth of product. After his cost of goods, he lost $25,000. I said, okay, then what? What do you mean, then what? He asked. I just shipped them the product and looked for the next promotion I could run. Wait, I said. How did you ship it? I asked. In a typical brown box mailer. Why? He asked. Then it was when I realized that he was running his business on tactics. I took the big paper menu that was in front of me, flipped it over, and quickly drew out a full strategy. Before I tell you the strategy, here's the big idea you're going to want to write down. The mistake most make is thinking that the purpose of getting a customer is to make a sale. That's false. That's tactic-minded. Instead, you want to understand it this way. The purpose of getting a sale is to get a customer. That's strategy-minded. That transaction is when the relationship value with the customer begins, not ends. So here's what I drew out for him. I said, instead of just dropping the monitor into an empty brown box, create an inexpensive custom die-cut box where you can place the heart monitor in the middle, make it special when they receive it. And to create an ongoing relationship, your biggest challenge is going to be getting them to use the heart monitor for the first time. Like most products that are purchased, most never get used once. Or if they do get used, they get used incorrectly, so it doesn't deliver the result the customer wants, so they disregard it going forward and your relationship is over. So next, you're going to want to create a glossy, getting started mini magazine with pictures and illustrations and quick and easy tips to help them start using the product effectively. You know your primary buyers of these heart monitors are these weekend warriors who just signed up for their first half marathon, mud run, or triathlon. And someone told them that they needed to train with a heart monitor but don't have a clue about how to use it. Now, since you know these are neophytes and you know for what purpose they are buying this monitor, you can be of significant help to them. In that Getting Started mini magazine, you can introduce them to free videos that you've created. Find 3 top trainers in running, swimming, and biking and have them record a quick tutorial using the monitor in that discipline. Those trainers then can offer a $29 to $299 video training course that are available to help them train and prepare for race day. Now you have an upsell. They also get free access to the community of other couch to athletes to learn from, to get support from, and to share tips with. Now you have a community. Plus, if they are buying a heart monitor to compete in a half marathon or triathlon, you know that they're going to need a whole slew of other stuff. You can be a great assistance to them by going out and sourcing it for them. Negotiate wholesale prices with manufacturers and distributors of bikes, bike shoes, shorts, helmets, gloves, seat covers, apparel, running shoes, energy consumables, sunglasses, etc. You'll have assembled this big community of their best buyers, and you can now assemble exclusive wholesale prices on the valuable stuff your community needs. You don't take a cut from the manufacturer or the distributor, and you don't mark up the product to the buyer. You pass the full savings onto the buyer and pass the buyer list back to the manufacturer or distributor. What you do is sell access into this exclusive buyers club for, say, $49 a year. And just like Costco's membership fee, they'll save more money on their first purchase of most anything than the entire cost of membership in the buyers club, and it'll be covered. Now you'll have an ongoing subscription model. So that is what he did, just as I spelled it out, letter for letter. I told him to run the same ad in the same competitor magazine, explaining that it wasn't a failure at all, because what he gained was a large collection of customers. And guess what happened? on the exact same products, sold at the exact same price, marketed on the exact same media, making the exact same number of sales. Instead of losing $25,000, he netted more than $2 million over the preceding 16 months. And now he had a self-perpetuating and thriving business and community that continues to deliver recurring revenue versus a business that was once losing money on a transaction. So get this now. Tactics lose money, while strategies can create a fortune. I guarantee I could take any one of your businesses and using your exact same products or services and the tactics that you're probably already using, and even if you are currently losing money on those customers, by deploying one or several of the strategies that I teach you at the Business Masterclass, it would multiply, probably many times over, the financial result of your business, and finally build you a wealth creation machine that is endurable and sustainable. You see, the value of a customer is like the visibility of an iceberg. Less than 3% of the customer value is visible above the surface, and that is all most businesses see. But more than 97% of the value occurs after the sale, in all the other ways that you could be of value to them. Things, even if you don't have to offer them now, could easily be created and be of great value to them and financially beneficial to you. You learn all that and a whole heck of a lot more in our Business Masterclass. Put it this way, I think all businesses have an obligation to figure out how to increase the lifetime value of their customer. That means how can they be of increasing value for a greater lifetime horizon to their customer? And by the customer benefiting more from you over a greater time horizon, it also increases their financial value to you. But the obligation starts with the business, and that means thinking and operating strategically, not tactically. Hopefully, you have a full page of notes in your Darren Daily Journal. Review them and share your thoughts and reactions in the comments below.
The first time I ever went to Business Masterclass,